Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to World of Football, the top 5 football league channel. We cover all the top 5 leagues around the world, international tournaments and international friendlies. I'm Jersey Boy, and today we're going to be doing my post-match reaction. So I was doing the game again. I was doing the watching on last night with Elite Sports TV on Ryan's channel and on my channel. We were covering the game. I thought Jamaica played well, but there's still a lot of improvements. A lot of improvements that have to happen for Jamaica to get to where they need to be. But Jamaica are in another semi-final versus Mexico. Since I work with Ryan, this is the best I've seen Jamaica play. Honestly, this is the best I've seen Jamaica play. And it's fantastic to see Jamaica play so well. But last night there were a few issues, and I'm going to go through them. I thought we're getting hurt on the counter-attack by Guatemala. Andre Blake made some really good saves. Stop Guatemala making it 1-1. A good goal by Amari Bell, assisted by Damari Gray. Andre Blake was man of the match, well deserved, fantastic keeper. Fantastic performance by him again, keeping Jamaica in the game. I thought Amari Bell was playing really well as well, Damari Gray, etc. For me, we're going to go through several problems I have with what happened last night. Antonio played fantastic last night. They could not handle him, but Antonio needs to get a goal from his performance, because that performance deserved a goal and he didn't get one or assist a goal. So hopefully he can work on that in the future. Antonio needs to work on that for future games, especially against Mexico, where it's going to be needed. Gray was not there for most of the game, but when he was needed, when Gray was needed, he turned up and got an assist again. Such a good player Damari Gray is. Really good player. Like, seriously, really good player. I'm going to go through some stuff right now. We're going to look at the lineups, the stats of the game. Look at the lineup. So, of course, it was a 4-4-2 on paper, but 4-2-3-1 as well. Andre Blake in goal. Jarvain Brown out right back. Lowe, Bernard and Bell at the back. And then you had Bobby Reed, Latibaudier, Lambert, Bailey, Damari Gray and Antonio. That was the lineup. On the bench, you came on, you had Dexter come on, Lambisca, Daniel Johnson, Corey Burke. Of course, Corey Burke is now suspended for the semi-final. Bowser or Nicholson, Boyce Clark, Whisper, Paris, Mariappa, Taxi Lawrence, Russell and Waite. Now if you look at the stats of Jamaica for this game, Guatemala had 11 shots, 6 on target. Jamaica had 18 shots, 3 on target. So of course, Guatemala had double the shots on target of Jamaica, and Guatemala dominated possession with 57% and Jamaica's 43%. 478 passes by Guatemala, 357 for Jamaica, and 81% pass accuracy for Guatemala and 77 for Jamaica. Guatemala fouled 16 times, or Jamaica fouled 15. 3 yellow cards for Jamaica, 1 to Guatemala. No red cards, 2 offside for Jamaica, 1 for Guatemala, and Jamaica had 6 corners, while Guatemala had 1. The stats, I said a 1-0 win, Amari Bell with a goal assisted by Damari Gray. I thought it was a great performance. Seriously, I thought it was a great performance. Now let's have a look at some other stats as well in terms of defending. Jamaica won 68% of their tackles, 13. Guatemala won 65% of their tackles, just 15. And this is why Andre Blake was man of the match. You see here, and Blake had to make 6 saves well, the Guatemala keeper had to make 2. Each team had to make 20 clearances. 6 interceptions by Guatemala, 3 for Jamaica, and 6 blocks by Guatemala, 2 for Jamaica. Very interesting. And now, of course, Jamaica will face Mexico. Jamaica will face Mexico in the semi-finals on next Thursday. Unfortunately, I won't be there for the watch-along. It'll be too late. I'm going to be in France during that time, so I will not be able to do the watch-along. Ryan will be hosting it on both channels as per usual. Okay, now we're going to do my player ratings. Angie Blake, what's up, Angie Blake? Angie Blake, I'm going to give Angie Blake a 9. My man of the match. Fantastic performance by Angie Blake. Kept Jamaica in this game. Made some really stunning saves to keep Jamaica in the game. Best CONCACAF keeper, 100%. Yeah, 9. Jarvain Brown next, so right back. I think Jarvain Brown had a poor game in terms of his defending. He didn't have a poor game in general. I'm going to give him a 6.5 for Jarvain Brown. I don't think he had a horrible game. I thought at times maybe he was getting a bit down on the right hand side, but I think he had a good, okay game. Damien Lowe now. Damien Lowe I thought was very good in terms of stopping, making blocks, getting the ball over the attackers of Guatemala. But he did make that mistake that nearly cost Jamaica. So I'm going to give him a 7.5. Now we go Bernard. Of course, Bernard got a yellow card. An okay game today. Had a few shots off target. I'm going to give Bernard a 7. Amari Bell now, his first goal for the Reggae Boys. I'm going to give him an 8 for that goal. Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid today I thought was... He was working really hard to get a goal and assist. Made some... has a few shots that were quite unlucky. I thought he had an okay game to them. I'm going to give him a 7. Lati Bordier. I thought Lati today... yesterday. What's today for me? Lati, I thought, had an okay game. He was struggling a little bit with his passes. I'm going to give him a 7 as well. Now, Lambert. I thought Lambert had an okay game as well. I'm going to give him a 7 as well. Now, Leon Bailey. Of course, Leon Bailey came off for Burke later in the game. I thought Bailey looked very good. He just needed that goal. Same as Antonio. I'm going to give Leon Bailey an 8. Not going to give him anything more because he didn't get a goal. I'm going to change it. I'm going to give Bailey a 7.5. We would have gone 8 if he had scored. He needs to keep this going. Hopefully get some goals against Mexico. Keep it up, Bailey. The fun 2. Antonio and Damari Gray. I go with Damari Gray. Damari Gray, every time I've seen him play for Jamaica, has impressed me. In the first half in the watch-along, I said, he's not doing anything. He's been invisible, but he was invisible because he wasn't getting the ball. And once he got the ball, he put in a beautiful assist for Bell to score. Damari Gray for me, 8.5. Fantastic player. Antonio for me, same as Bailey. Both had great performances, but didn't get the goals or assists. I'm going to give him a 7.5. And next, I'm going to give a rating to Hal Grimson. I'm going to give Hal Grimson today 8.5. I thought he was very good with his substitutions. I thought maybe being on Dushan Richards instead of Burke would have been a good idea. Hopefully that can happen now that Burke is suspended. But no, I thought great performance. Now on to Mexico. Leave me your thoughts. Leave me your player ratings and thoughts down below. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you all so much for helping me hit 500 subscribers on World of Football. We will be doing a Q&A. So if you can leave your questions below for a Q&A, or you can leave them on the community tab there below. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been Jersey Boy on World of Football, and we'll see you guys next time for much more.